Well, hello and welcome. Joe again, back in. I haven't done this in a while now.
Can you use your correct name, please?
Sorry, it's Joe Game Dev. Joe Game Dev is here and ready to cast. It's been a while. I've got the lovely Evie next to me. It's our second coach.
Second coach? I personally would say first coach, but you know.
You could say that.
We'll leave it.
Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We've got a fantastic little broadcasting crew going on. It's SDCSeagulls Blue versus QMSamurai. Now, we played these guys before. And it was quite a tough match, actually. I don't think you were present for that one.
I was.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was very difficult, but we did it. We got through that one. But this is the first stage of eliminations this week, which is quite exciting. So we are gearing up for a pretty good game. We're just waiting on last through sort of admin things to do, and then we're going straight into map selection. So we're on the banning stage now. So let's hop over to map selection stage.
Which currently has no colour, which is not correct.
There he is. No, it feeds in. See, I've been working on this for a while now, Evie. Right? This is how it works.
The tech is amazing, guys. I cannot believe how well tech has come in the last 10 years.
It's fantastic, honestly. I've been working day and night on this wonderful thing. Now, this is your second time casting, isn't it, Evie?
Well, I would say the first one was a test run because I did not play Valorant at the time. You were panicking during the streams last year. You threw me in, and I'm pretty sure I said about a total of 5 words, and none of them was to do with Valorant.
It was a pretty big bus, and you were straight under it. Oh, there I was asking.
Got some tech issues. Sorry, technical issues, you know, as there always is. I kind of realised you can't hear the little tappy tappies, but you know. I wish you could hear the tappy tappies.
Good. I'm just preparing to watch for their map bans. Okay, I'm excited.
It's exciting.
Huh? The usual roster. Bine's not in it yet. 25th, that's in.
So if you wonder why Joe's shouting, it's because Harvey, who is our in-game lead today, is asking us which maps can be used. As you guys know, that we follow what Valorant themselves release, but we have it a week after. So once we have, who's it coming back into it? It's
we've got.
Oh God, what's it called? I can't remember that.
Bind.
Yeah,
Bind will
be back, but it'll be coming back next week, which means we have to have a week from it coming back before it can go in again.
So we've got And I'm excited for Bind. I'm excited for new Bind, but we've got map bans coming in. Okay, this is exciting. Right.
It's happening.
This is happening. What we got then?
Oh,
we've got a ban of Pearl so far, so Pearl is there gone.
Which is a common ban, to be honest with you. That's one of the first ones that are banned, I just find. Yeah,
you know what? I think because it's so new, people aren't fully committed to it yet. They don't really know everything.
I'd also say it's not really one of the most even sites either. Oh, Ascent. Now that is a weird one to ban.
That's a shock.
That's a shock. But then again, I think it's because people know that Ascent's can be one of those maps that if you know Ascent well, you know Ascent well.
Yeah. I tell you what, I think Don't Judge Me Please is going to have a bit of a tough time not on Ascent, because that is a really, as a judge map, that's a cornery judge map, and he plays pretty well on that each time. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good.
And we'll just say to everyone watching, so that if we have anyone watching from the opposing team, we do have a 120-second delay on this.
Yep.
So there is a delay, so don't worry about that. They cannot see anything.
Lotus gone as well. Okay.
See,
the new map's gone.
I kind of expect that again though, because I find Lotus isn't an even map.
No, it is. I mean, that's the thing. And it's similar to Haven, where it's got the 3 sites, and the rotations are just so quick on that. I quite like Lotus. I'm a big fan of Lotus.
See, I'm the opposite. It's one of those maps I'm not a massive fan. Oh, we have our pick, guys.
That is Haven. Look at that. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to an Icebox. I really want an Icebox, but no one ever wants to play Icebox.
It's because it's going.
But then my thing about Icebox is, obviously, as a Phoenix main, I do love Icebox.
Yeah. So you should love Lotus being Phoenix main, because that is like S tier.
No, but the problem is then you have insta-lockers and it's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
Right, so we have, on the defending side, we have the South Devon Seagulls.
Jumping in my chair. And then we've got QMSamurai on the attacker's side. So I think what we're on with Haven, it's very I find defender-sided. I think it's quite easy to defend. The only issue is you've got those rotations and the 3 sites, but I think we'll be all right. They're confirming some things. But we're all ready to go, I think. So
we're just waiting for them.
Getting everything ready. Now, this is our first time actually streaming this in our new setups. We've got our new overlay. We've got Hermione, one of our players here on the free cam. So she's done it in practice before, but she hasn't actually hopped in on an actual game yet. So
No, but you never know. You might also see Hermione playing this season because she's one of our subs.
She's our subs. Get her in it when people are most likely dead, or no, as in like ill, because like this is what usually happens, isn't it? People just end up disappearing.
I mean, you're not wrong. It is that time of the year. Everyone's got exams and things.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the delay is with our guys. Hopefully they're going in soon.
I hope so. Cheeky little tech delay, but that's not a problem.
I will just check what is happening with the delay, guys. Back in a second.
I'll get someone to stick here and entertain. So, hello gamers. Looks like we've got a few tech issues. Don't worry, this happens in the VCT all the time. This is a regular occurrence. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's quite a warm day here in sunny South Devon. Harvey looks like he is ready to go. Team captain there, Mates, is giving the go-ahead. So it looks like we are about to go into our first game, or our only game. It's best of one on Haven. It's very exciting. So this is waiting for Caster to come back. Oh, she's returned. The woman, the myth, the legend.
The prodigal son.
There we go. So we're going into our agent selection now. Here we go. So.
Oh, look at these fancy graphics.
I knew for a
fact.
fact.
Oh my gosh.
Don't judge me, we're straight onto that raise.
Obviously.
Every single time. Cooper on a Reina. Okay, so we've got 2 duelist setup, which is pretty standard. We've got on the.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of caught up in a billion cables
You're
right now.
caught in cables.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah,
One
posh
second.
setup.
I'm back. Oh,
Why am I emailing? My emails
it's
are
all
popped
happening. It's all happening.
up. Who we've got on there? So we've got Dante there on the Fade. We've got Liquin on the Omen. Okay, so I'm an Omen main, so I'm excited to see some decent players.
Well, so we got double omens, which I always find interesting.
Oh, okay.
Because the amount of times I've played with a double omen, and you panic when you hear that. Oh, because you're like, is it us or is it the other team? Who's doing that?
We've got double raise. Okay, so it's really matched up, and then they've got one duelist as yet. So if Fig Boy doesn't go for a duelist, then I'll be a bit concerned. Really,
well, everyone they are changing here. They haven't committed.
Yeah.
And I think they've been thrown in a little bit in the deep end. So we do have Lewis playing today, who is one of our subs. So I think it's a little bit of, for our team, they're trying to work around that. And
slightly out of practice with Lewis. We haven't had a few games
but
with Lewis,
to be fair with you, on the other team...
Yeah.
So we have on the other team Fig Boy. I believe Fig Boy is also a sub. So they've probably got the same issue here where they're trying to work around it to work on the play. So we both got one soul on each team, which is interesting.
We're going to have really good, from QMSamurai, we're going to have a really good set of... recon in a sense. We've got a Cypher there, which is going to be really good for his triggers, and we've got a Fade. So this early round detections is going to be pretty interesting.
That's why I'm assuming that's why they've gone for that attacking side, because they've got an attack heavy team.
I think so. So we're straight into it. Go on, Jets. Viewport there. We're going for a pretty even setup from everyone there. Goofing around in.
It's always pretty round goofing on this one because the round is so long before you start.
Oh yeah. Big boy AFK, there we go.
Already AFK, great. What thing?
So again, this is my first time properly doing the observing. I've got 2 hands on the keyboards ready to go to different players with different teams. But 30-second going into the round. Pretty excited. I've also got some fancy graphics I need to get myself ready for as well. So here we go into the first round. It's not a pistol round.
I do know this is Joe's favourite round.
This is my favourite round. We've got a single Omen on onto C site. That breach entry there. Raze in. Raze jumping straight in there. The Omen paranoia.
Oh,
one person shot from Jet.
That was good.
The Omen popping through there as well. Look at that. Fantastic.
This happened so quickly already.
They've collapsed in, although we have lost a lot of people there already.
But I think I have to say it's pretty even.
It's pretty even. And defenders
nice, that was well. That was good. That one, if that's going to be how the whole game's going to go, this is going to be an exciting game because that was fast.
That was a fast push.
But in
that
the
collapsed.
good way.
Yeah.
In the fact of like that, I don't think there was any real advantage from either side. That I think it was just a case of who got first pick and who could go and get the second pick after that. That's what won that round.
Yeah. Some good util by defensive side Omen as well. Fantastic. Who is it playing over? Jet. There's some very good playing by Jet there. Fantastic. We'll get ready for looks like an A push. I'm not sure if we're going to get for a B split actually. You've got James ready and waiting on the mid push there. Got the Fade detection straight away there. Quite heavily collapsing onto Garage and mid, so I'm excited to see this push straight up from them. Let's see. Pushing straight on, collapsing in with the Judge. James straight away, taking 2 kills straight off the bat. Fantastic. Waiting for that. He can detect there's more. He's got more Omens there. Taking up with that one. And that's one
That
for
was
Jet as well.
quick,
That was a collapse. That was quick.
smooth and that was clean.
That was very clean.
But what you'll learn very quickly while watching this is if James has his judge and he's in the right place, he is unstoppable.
Yep.
Very quickly you need to be taking James out with that judge, because he can get onto site and he's getting those quick attacks. You're gone.
Yep. I think the QMSamurai really needs to be watching their corners at this point, because he's just straight in there and he's lurking. He's right there in those corners.
He is really a lurker, which as well you wouldn't expect him. Him playing Raze, you expect him to be right in there straight away, standing right in the middle.
Yep.
He's not. He's making those points. But then when you don't think he's there, he's going to jump on you. He's going to jump back out on you.
Yep,
It's always the way.
Lewis the Sober Dart there, getting some early information. Looks like another A push again on its own. So ignoring mid this time, going straight in. Got Raze going down through main. Over there.
Don't mind us. I've just pointed to Joe to say we do have a bit of a flyover cam, which is a good one. I think Joe's a little bit excited watching the game, so forgetting to change to it. But it
pushing in straight in there.
Really
got Lewis on the single, holding the site on his right on his own, but everyone else with him now collapsing in. Everyone's in there. This is Annihilation. This is great.
I will admit, every time I'm playing and I'm watching a game, I forget that they cannot see the other team. Because you're looking at them, you're thinking, you're right there, you're on the money, like he's going on it. They're remembering they can't see that.
Yeah. I look in there playing very, very strategically there. Very sort of cautiously as well, just lurking around, trying to do a bit of a rotation. They've got the spike still, so they could go through into middle. Although Cooper's already there, straight into garage.
But this could be the chance though, because they're hanging back. I think this is working for them. They're playing it slow. The Seagulls do not know where they are. Well, they've just given away the points there.
It's there.
Here comes James with his judge. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
I am ready for this. He's playing quite cautiously. This is not like him, but I think he's considering jump back. There he goes.
Oh.
Just missed the corner here, and here he goes.
There we go. We knew it was coming. Well done.
Classic playing. And may I say, Evie, you're doing a fantastic job of casting.
Thank you.
You're doing very good.
It's because I'm very good at talking.
Oh my god, same. Fantastic.
It's a strong beginning of this game today.
Really good.
But we'll see what happens once they start learning our team strats here.
Yeah, this is the thing. Once they figure out how we play and how the Seagulls play, it will start possibly collapsing.
That's going to be the point here. If they're learning as they're playing, I think they're seeing they're going to do it well.
Yeah, I think so. Here we go, push on to long C. Doing that quick peek, that jumping, a distraction peek, really.
It was smart because they're now, we do have the team rotating. I think
that's quite heavy, although we have got Lewis and Jet go on the back rotation.
So there is a rotation, but I think this is one of those times that I think the Samurais had a real chance if they pushed heavy. I think if they pushed heavy there, they really could have done that.
Just committed to it straight away.
But they've kind of peeked around. But you never know.
Go on, Jet on the back one there. And there we go. This is pretty crazy, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. Got some overheads there, flying through. This is a pretty exciting game so far, actually.
It is.
But they're not taking it easy either. This is not an easy game.
No, it's not. And I think what is happening is that with the Samurais, they're not committing to their plays. Yep. And I think this is where they're falling through, is that they've got these plays that could work. They hesitate, and by the time they've hesitated, you've got the Seagulls are quick on that rotate. They don't mess around with the rotate, which I think could later come back and work against them because they rotate very quickly.
100%.
But we need to have those Samurais. They need to be committed to their plays and going fast with it.
They need to be ready for it.
Because right now they're hanging back, and this one I think they need to be on site.
From Suez, that was a good info from that Lewis.
Again,
quick spray down, really good info.
They're not committing to those plays, so they're getting picked off.
Got quite a heavy, straight down there. Big boy is taking him down. That was a good little substitution from there. Going for a heavy rotation.
This is good.
We've got KJ waiting for him though. Taking out Harvey's taking
This is close. This is very close.
They're going for a very, very quick rotation right over. Although we have got
an Omen
straight onto the site, so they're not going to predict. It's not going to be ready for him to be on that site. Ready to go.
And he's ready to cover as well. He's hiding in those corners. And you would expect him to have the spike. You would think he would have the spike because that's the normal play to go. He hasn't. And I think that was a really good ult by him because it's throwing the team off.
100%.
The Seagulls are now wondering what is happening, and there's only two of them.
They don't really know what to do. They're going to push through Garage, but they're taking it slow, and they've got two eyes on Garage there.
Well, this is the problem, is that because you've got a 3v2, but it's a 3-2 the people defending now.
Yeah.
Or not defending the bomb, should I say? They're attacking technically, but they're on the play.
They're playing for retake.
They're playing. That's the thing, and playing for retake with less people is harder.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when they've got the site high down this. I think Samurai, as long as they hold those angles. Because they're getting nervous here, they're moving on, they're jittering, they're getting impatient. If they hold those angles, they've got a chance here.
100%. Jet's pushing in there, he's trying to get some picks. Lewis has got one pick there, but there's just no time. There's just no time at all.
That was a really good play by the Samurais.
Attacker win on that one. QMSamurai. It's their first round. 5 rounds in.
But I think that shows what this game could become, because they committed at that point. They really went for it. And look at that, they've got that round.
Yep. 100%.
But this is what I was saying earlier. I think that if they work out that our team is, the Seagulls here, is quick to rotate, they could be getting those plays quite quickly.
Yeah. And you can see here's like a lot of the QMSamurai as well. They're, you know, big boy. I'm going to try and pronounce that name, but OHD4N. Pretty Odin?
Odin?
Odan?
Oden. Oden.
They're at the bottom of the board, but they are.
We're never doing this again.
No, we're not. We shouldn't be allowed to do this.
Do you know what I love? That we have purposely not said one of the team names for the Samurais. If you bring up those Samurai names, notice that Breach has not been mentioned
our
yet.
top fragger, our beautiful top fragger right there.
And that, in case you're wondering, the top fragger today is Pooh. Spelled like Winnie the Pooh, so it is PG-13.
Cooper getting taken out straight away.
But they've got it now. I think they've worked out that.
Was that Pooh on the mind?
Was that Pooh?
It wasn't Pooh, but he had Pooh on the mind.
Who was it? Who did it?
That was and taken straight out by Harvey on that op. Now he is pretty.
He's lethal on that op.
He is lethal on that. He was a chamber main before you know when chamber was meta.
Well, we don't talk about this. This is a hard subject. I don't think we want to be starting this debate now, because I think there will be tears coming from the crowd.
Will be tears. There will be tears.
Tears are flowing.
Pure tears. Now we've got a really. They don't. Samurai don't really know what to do really. Come from mid, taken out by Jet on mid there. We've got Fade pushing through onto window with no picks to take. We're going to a bit of a clash of omens here coming on to C long. Oh,
he's running. It's interesting.
Both rounds, they don't know what to do.
Well, I think this is the point here, that no one knows what site anyone is on.
Yeah.
So they're panicking a bit. I'm surprised that Omen did that play, because he had the advantage there of the secrecy, but by putting down those smokes, he's just told everyone where he is.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that was a risky move. That really was a risky move.
Straight on the charge again. He is consistently coming through with these final, not even clutches, just end round kills.
He's going for the unexpected. That's why he's doing it well, because he's not going for what they're waiting for.
Yeah.
And they're not expecting a judge. They're expecting a vandal or a phantom.
Yeah, they're expecting those few seconds of pre-fire before going in, but 2 shots at a close range, you're gone for. Even one at the head, you're gone. You know. Looking at here, we're going for a possible mid-split, or maybe a split.
I'm not sure. This one looks like it might be a complete split, because you have some lining up for A. Cypher down in C.
Got playing very reserved. Silver Dart down there, a long, no presence yet. It might be a bit of a delayed push, I think, on this one. We've got Free going through. Fades pushing through mid quite heavily. Stinging through. Taking those peak shots, just not coming in there. Dante is just trying his best, but he's just not getting through those walls. He's destroying those panels, but that's about it. Expecting Omen to be sat in garage in that corner, but he's just not doing it. He's not risking it. Not in this game. Now, I think the Seagulls are reading this very well, because we've got Cypher lurking on C long, and he's
I think they're going to play time again, because if you notice, there is a split.
Yep, 100%.
Just reminding you, Joe, to do those overhead shots, because you're missing some key action here.
100%.
You can see how close they are.
Just put it straight to my Cypher over there, because wrong one. Oh, wrong one. No.
As you can tell, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. But we will give it to Joe here, because Joe has spent the last few weeks over the holidays doing all these graphics.
I'm trying my best, alright?
And he's very proud of them. So I think at this point we should take a moment to appreciate Joe's graphics. We joke, but they do work, and it is really useful. If you go back to our old streams, seeing all these things, that you can actually see who's still around, all those sort of things. It's useful, these graphics. They give you some key information.
Straight there.
There you go, Joe. Now we can do the defenders.
Look at that. Defenders
Beautiful.
win.
A little clap for Joe. They got it right there.
Sponsored by Dell, no less as well. You know, drop that in there. Very good. Fantastic. So, rolling on to round 7. We're nearing halfway point, and the Seagulls are looking very healthy in this stage. Very, very healthy. Now I'm hoping that we don't lose it. You know, because I can see them possibly losing it in
it's
the
that
second
confidence,
half.
isn't it? It's that confidence. Once you get too confident with these wins, you can lose it back.
Yeah.
And the Samurais, they know that they can pull those rounds back, but they haven't committed again. That's their issue. They're not committing to these points here.
Rage pushing straight in. We've got the fade ult going in there, so they're going to be a little bit.
This is good,
perfect.
perfect.
Pretty quick collapse on there with an ult from Ray's popping straight on that. I don't think they're going to expect this at all. Sight there, closing on sight. Pooh is straight on sight there with his.
Of course, the Pooh is on the site.
And they're going through pretty quickly. It's just
really good.
Harvey KJ left. Now, surprisingly, he is not a... Look at that.
Close. But again, we've got the Samurais. They've committed, they've rushed, and that's what's getting the kills for them.
Yeah.
The Seagulls don't know what to do when there's 5 of them on site because they're not stacking sites as they shouldn't.
No.
But it's working for the Samurais. It really is.
It is.
That was a clean round for them.
Because when I want to show something very quickly. I want to go back and show you
That
who is straight on site there.
Of
Swift.
course, but who is on the site?
Shot by Harvey there. That op shot. Straight just... Such a
Really good.
Harvey KJ left. Now, surprisingly, he is not a...
It was close. It was really close. Like he could have had it there.
Close.
That was one of those ones. It was close.
Yeah.
It really was.
I need to set up this stream deck a bit better. In practice, I haven't done this is the first time in practice, but now I know the issues, and I can fix them for next time. All right. Here we go. Going into round 8.
9. Round 9.
Oh, yes. That number 2.
Don't worry, Joe's just learning his numbers. We'll give him some time. Your math?
My
Your
ones,
mathy don't
my
work.
ones and twos. My ones and twos. Okay,
You should know your ones and twos as a coder.
I do fun thank phone her.
He was having a moment.
Yeah.
We've
brain
pulled him
working.
out. I apologise to Joe
Cypher there,
here.
Gonna have a bit of a... Again, he's not going to push that. We noticed there now. He's ready. There's a very lurky round going on here, too, because Harvey knows they're there, waiting for it, waiting for that jump peak, jiggle peak. They're waiting. They're getting their information, that info. I'll just push it through mid.
James lurking again.
In fact, this might bug around a little bit. To be fair, actually, he might be ready for this. No, straight for the walls as well. That prediction.
Well, no, but I think this is the thing. I think James is lurking to that corner a lot. He is drawn to that corner, which
100%.
worked for him in the early rounds, but now they're starting to learn it.
Cooper's taking him mid. Tigger's just got a couple kills just there. He's equalised around insane amounts. Got to defend a Killjoy in there straight away. You want to Pooh is on the... Oh, attackers win.
This is what we said. I think it's that confidence you get in those early rounds.
Yeah.
It can sometimes come back and play against you.
100%. 100%. This is what happens.
Well, they're now starting to learn the Seagulls' tactics.
Yep.
And that's the issue here, is that I think the Seagulls are now committed to their tactics because they worked for the few rounds, but they're becoming predictable. So we'll see what they do this round. It seems now like they're going to change those strats a bit.
100%. 100%. Gone for that very equal 2-1-2 split on all the sites there. What I mean by that is that we've got 2 on one side, 1 on the other. We're going to push him. Looks like it's a weird swap and change going through that. A Fig Boy takes out Harvey on that. Wait, Cooper's on mid with his impeccable aim there. 1 taps galore.
So you see the Samurais, they're hanging back now, but this tactics worked for them previously.
This is the thing. These goals seem to get restless.
That's the thing, that's what we're finding.
They're
It's
shaking their feathers. They're ready to go.
You're really proud of that one,
I'm
aren't you?
very proud of that. Put that on the highlight reel. Again, we've got Jet lurking on C-site, ready to go.
See, this is what we said before. We said that they're waiting. Now, this would be the perfect
Keep on
time.
the double shot again.
They've got the spike. Can they see the spike? I think it's just out of eye line.
I think so. Taken out.
Oh,
one left.
a lot
one
happened
left.
then. A lot happened quickly.
Just Fade left to go in window. Paranoid. Cannot see a thing. Possibly going to get wall banged. I think the knowledge is too much there. And here we go. Defenders win on that round. That's fantastic.
But that was a really good round. I think the thing that's killer for the Seagulls is that waiting.
Yeah. And you know what? If you want to tell us, you know, this is pretty killer. Cooper on mid.
Yeah.
Cooper holding that B site down mid.
But this is the thing. I don't think the Samurais are now going to go for a mid.
No. I think they're going to avoid that. Like the plague. And I don't blame them.
No, but this is what I'm finding with the Samurais is they're learning. As they're going, they are quick to pick up on what's happening, and it's forcing those Seagulls to quickly change their tactics.
Yep. Some useful place on there. Round.
So it's a full stack this time. It's a full stack 8, which is where they haven't stacked a site for a long time. And I think this could work for them.
Taking out one already. Possibly hoping for another one. Going to fish for a second one. Can Harvey get it? This is the thing. Will raise me stupid sewers. No one's watching sewers. No one is watching sewers at all. Raise to pop through with the Phantom. Okay, we'll collapse into sight now.
See, this is what we're saying. The rotate with the Seagulls is fast. They really had a chance there. If they pushed that, they could have had a chance.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I was on that classic.
And I think this would be a good time to point out as well, we're now into elimination rounds. So this isn't a case of you get points for this. Whoever wins this round moves on to the next game.
Yeah,
so
whoever loses, you're
everything is on stake here. It's not just a game where we could get it back next time. They have to be playing their best all the time. They cannot afford to to have those slips.
Defenders win. Again, this is the thing. This is all or nothing at this stage. You win or you lose.
And that's the thing, and I'm sure the teams are very aware of that. And the problem with that is that once you start falling behind, I'm sure right now with the Samurai, it's hard. It's hard to get that morale back up.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't had a timeout yet. Because, well, no, I'm not actually, because they've really committed and they've lost quite a lot of rounds.
Well, this thing, I don't imagine having a timeout just yet, because it's a case of the Seagulls winning 2 or 3 rounds, then the Samurais will win 1. So it's an even game in that sense. It just happens that the Seagulls are getting more wins, but I wouldn't say that this is going to be a washout game. I think everything is still to play for here.
100%. We've got a very heavy push going straight through Garage. I think this is a full push through Garage. We'll wait and see what.
See, this could work. They've worked out that they push hard and go.
100%. Straight on the judge from there, pushing straight in. Their razors quick on the.
So we have, if you notice there, we have who is on the judge versus James on the judge, and I think they're pretty matched.
I think so.
I think it's like one of the first times we're seeing someone match James with his judge power. But like we said before, we played these guys before.
Yeah.
And they may have watched us and watched what our tactics were,
Yeah.
learned that judge, and learned we need a judge to count the judge.
100%. Cooper, they're going for the util instead of actually taking out the kill. He wasn't expecting that. Lewis is left.
So this is what we're saying, that they are learning and they're picking those up quickly. That's an impressive round from the Samurais. Really good.
Round. Think about it. Now they're only 50% off of our size now. So
and we've just switched sides now. So this is when everything can change.
100%. I want to go back.
So we've got a timeout
starting for the attackers.
So this is the Seagulls pulling the timeout.
We go at this stage for a little flyover. Now, how do you think it's going so far?
Obviously, you have the Seagulls in the lead, but I don't think it's a full lead in the sense of it's going to be a washout.
Yeah.
I really think this game is all to play for.
I think so. Well, like I said before, I find this map very defense-sided. We took a lot of map. You know, we haven't got the deadly 9-3.
No, that's
one
a good
plus,
thing.
You know.
We're not on the 9-3 curse.
Yeah.
But I think you can tell by the fact that the Seagulls have pulled this timeout that they're not confident either that it's going to be an easy wash. Because it's not.
No.
They know that their tactics are similar each round.
Yeah, 100%.
And because of what we're saying, they rotate with the Seagulls
Then
so
you
fast.
Yeah,
They
half
really had a chance there. If they
sub
pushed
on
that,
either
they
side,
could have
so I
had a
can imagine
chance.
that
Yeah,
it's
A lot of
100%,
pressure on these
100%.
subs to fill in those spaces.
Yeah, definitely.
But
definitely.
I'd say
Classic.
both subs are playing
I think
absolutely
it's gonna be a good time.
amazingly. They're really pulling it for their team.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this half. I think it's going to be a good half.
I think so. I think I've seen the Seagulls blue team play before on the attack, and honestly, they are a force to be reckoned with. And we've got 30 seconds on the clock until the next start, so we've got that minute and a half to just to think. And knowing Harvey as an IGL, he's pretty good. He's pretty cutthroat, you know. Morale so far, I think, should be high because they've done a fantastic job on that defense side. And there's all to play for now, really. All to play for. Let's just stand at that little rock there. Beautiful. We'll go for the little Herbert Seagull, looking for a full A push, which is pretty common on, you know, attacking side here.
Sorry, don't mind me just checking the
Checking. Is it
technical
all good?
side.
Is it all good? Do we sound good?
I'm going to say yes. Potentially the game could be louder, but it's hard to tell because we've got a lot going on. So
That's fine. Don't worry about it. The most important thing is our beautiful voices. That's a very quick. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Look at this. They've done a full fake A, no rotations. They're going straight onto site, straight onto C site with no. You know, they've got see a cipher.
But
Tripwire.
Samurai, they are
They're straight
rotating.
on the kill there. We've got Liquid take that. Straight down. Lewis is on an absolute.
And Jet's playing it. He's going for it. He's not worried about that runs. So it did get him killed, but it was worth it.
Yeah, 100%.
It was worth it.
James knows he's ready. He's got that shorty. He knows they're there. He's ready for them. He's prepared. He's just waiting for them to strike. He's not going to push. I wouldn't expect him to push. They know he's there too. That's one from down there. Let's go for Lewis there. Cammy on the site there, ready to go. It's 3. Looking for Heaven on top. Lewis lurking there. Smart.
Nice.
Smart.
Well done,
fantastic. Fantastic.
Beautiful. That was beautiful.
Hackers win on that side. Brilliant playing from all of them, honestly.
Well, I have to admit, that round I'm impressed by Lewis.
Yeah. Those 2 pop shots.
Because he really could have just pushed it and killed,
Yeah.
but he would have exposed himself early. He really waited, he played his time, he lined up that headshot and did it.
He
and then
was-
ran out. And it was impressive.
Yeah. He was regimented. He was disciplined.
It's not something you often see in here. Like, you see it a couple of times when you're watching things like the VCTs, but often they'll go for those knife kills and things like that. And they're playing those risky games and it won't work out
Yeah.
for them.
You don't
Whereas
want to get cocky.
that's the thing. Lewis didn't get cocky. He played his time and it was good. It was good.
It's fantastic. Looking like a mid push here. for the Seagulls. Possible A even. Got Cooper coming through mid, lurking through, ready to go. He's predicting this. His game sense is just, it's right in there, isn't it?
He's checking those corners well.
Straight in. But that's the info. That's the info we needed. We knew majority on that site.
Well, it could also
James
work well for the Seagulls.
James with a double kill onto the site there.
Because it's pushed the Samurais onto that B site. It's given us time to get onto A site, plant.
100%, 100%.
And I think the second you get that spike down, I think you've always got an advantage. Because at that point, you're not playing to get it down. You're playing to defend it.
Yep, 100%, 100%. Big boy and Fade still lurking, ready to go. That's a spray down. That is a spray down. That's a James
Well done,
push.
well done.
Fantastic. That's attacker's win. No, I replayed that. You've got to see that, right? Through this James push straight on the site. His game sense is just, it's right in there, isn't it? If you watch this, look.
He's checking those corners
He jumped
well.
back straight in. He's straight into the action. Cooper's down there. But that's the info. That's the info we needed. He just knows. He's ready. Majority on that side.
Well, it could also work.
That's their raise down. Instant. Incredible.
I'm not sure how I feel about the poo being down, but...
Yeah. The poo should always be down, maybe. It should never be anywhere visible. It's just not healthy, honestly.
That's enough of poo talk.
Changing this stream. It's fine.
You really are.
Don't worry.
Tainting really is not the word you chose.
Oh, no. Anyway.
So in a moment we'll be taking up the mic off Joe.
Yeah, do that. Heavy push through Garage. We've got a lurking in mid.
So I think this is one of the strengths for the Seagulls, is they are committing to those roles and they're going for it, and I think he's getting them.
Cooper's possible, just missed a sheriff shot, but he got that first one,
but he played well by getting out of there. Like, I think some people are shy to get out of those fights. They want to get those kills and they get some killed. He played well.
He's down, but it's not a problem. We've got more. We're feeding him. Who's getting fed? And that's not even an ironic thing. They're just giving it to him. Big boy's on the site. Looks like a bit of a rotation.
But he has that low health. We've seen his health is only 3.
Dude, very, very low there.
So I don't blame him for playing back a while.
Then here we've also got Don't Judge Me on half health too. So, you know, they're going for that push, retake to A. Instant. But they haven't predicted it. They were pushing around C. We were waiting for a C rotation, but it's just not happening. Through, we've got a fade. Info going onto site. James ready to go. We've got Cypher go up into tower. Info already know. We know where he is now. He's been flashed. Waiting for that peak to come round. Double hit. That was a replay.
That's going to happen at replay. That was really impressive. That was really good.
No, that was just deadly. Info going onto site.
To be honest with you, I don't think James expected that. I think he really was shocked by that.
We know where he is now. He's been flashed.
It was impressive.
Waiting for that peak to come round. Pop, gone, double.
When you're watching that back, you can see that it was one of those things that the first shot was absolute skill, but the fact is they were lined up behind each other by accident. Yep. It wasn't even like a mistake on their half. You just had one person running in as James shot. It shot them both. I'm just sad to say it was on QMSamurai for that, just stacking up. That's what I'm saying. They weren't stacking. If you watch that back in the replay, one of them was just running onto site. It was just a luck of the shot that when he shot it, they were behind each other.
That's true.
It wasn't even a stack.
You're right.
It was just luck.
Oh, Don't Judge Me has been judged. He has been completely judged. Jet on that instant, pretty tasty looking spray. Harvey is onto site as well. Remember the key bindings, we've got Cooper underneath tower. Looking pretty good. Let's get ourselves an overhead shot of that. Taking control of this site. Easily. Fantastic. We've got. Who have we got left? Who's in heaven? Who is that in heaven? Where's my numbers? 9. Oh no, it's just that. Just number 8. There he is. And he's down. That's an attacker win on that side. Fantastic. This is some great playing. Honestly. We are on to match point, guys. Match point. I'm ready for it.
It's been an insane game. There's been real times that I thought the Samurais were going to pull through. And
I really did. Really did think so. They have played immaculately. They have played really well. Just the Seagulls are just... There were some funky strats I've seen so far. The Seagulls, they went for that A push. Instant rotation.
You can tell that over this last half term they have been practicing. They're talking about strats. They know what they're doing. They're tight as a team.
They are very tight. Their communication is just, you know, chef's kiss to that one.
And the fact that they've got that sub in, you can tell they've been practicing with the subs. This is the thing that makes the difference. Is that if you practice your subs, you're not going in blind.
Exactly. Big boy sitting there waiting in the little cubby. He's got that. He's taking down Jet straight away. He's got some cover. He knows where they are now. They're in this little tripwire. Lewis with the recon dart and ult coming through with. Where is he? There he is. He's coming.
It's all happening. It's happening at once.
I can't track this. I cannot track this. That taken on.
On the
And this
last
is it.
point.
Where's Pooh? Pooh is in mid, going for a garage. I
We've
think
gotta
this
watch it
might be
from
the
his-
collapse. This might be the end.
We've got to watch it from his perspective here. Well,
Yeah.
we can appreciate the little piggy with his wings
We love
on,
the piggy.
because
Here
I have
we
a
go.
feeling Pooh will be sent to heaven, so he will need those piggy with wings.
He's about to be sent straight to heaven.
So we'll see.
There, you two, just holding them off. And this is it. This is the Seagulls. I feel as if the Seagulls.
Well,
getting,
they're coming in from all sides. I think you might be right here. I think
they're surrounded.
there's
They're just
no
going
way
for the
Pooh can
kill.
just-
No mercy.
they go for blood.
No mercy. And that's it.
And with
Pooh
that,
gets the final
we
kill
have
there.
the
have a winner.
Seagulls going through. Like we
Fantastic.
said, really amazing game, but this does mean because obviously we've got Reds and the Blues playing next week, and our League of Legends teams. We have 3 teams.
3 games
on.
playing. So I don't know who going to stream next. We have probably red team.
I think it's Reds teams to be streamed
Yep.
because
And then League straight after. If they
Exactly.
make it through that round, but
they will.
they will.
We've got a confidence.
They got
in
the finals
these guys.
last year, so they can do it again.
Exactly. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.